welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a Ship It or Rip It tag. Ship It or Rip, I did it a few times on my other channel, A Harry Potter Girl, where I talk about TV shows and movies, so you guys can check that out. But this time I'm doing book characters, and basically, I don't know if you ever heard of it. Basically, I wrote down a bunch of characters from books. I take out two, and then I decide if I ship them together, if I would ship them together, if they were ever in the same book, or if I rip it because they're just too horrible together. Okay, so this should be interesting. I can't wait to see what kind of answers I get, and we shall. So let's see what we get. Okay. Aurora from Heart of the Moors. Heart of the Moors is a lot like Maleficent, the movie. It's like Maleficent 2, only it's supposed to be like Maleficent 2, but it's supposed to be based off Mistress of Evil, but it's nothing like it, and honestly, I didn't like the book. I preferred the movie. I really liked Mistress of Evil, but the book I didn't really like. But Aurora is the same character that we all know from the Maleficent movies, so you guys can get some sort of idea. Let's see, who will she be with? Tokolo from Seekers. So another thing about this, we're doing personality-wise, not appearance. And if we get someone like Tokolo, who's technically an actual bear, I'm going to pretend he's not a bear. Like, if he was human and him and Aurora. Just worry about personality-wise. And I don't know. Tokolo's so gruff and, comes off as mean even though he has a good heart. And Aurora's just so sweet and innocent, and I don't know, I can kind of see her kind of get past his walls that he built, and maybe he could kind of open her up to the dangers of the world. And I actually kind of ship it. I think they'd be really good for each other. They can help each other grow. I don't know if they would be something that would end up being endgame, but they'll definitely be a good relationship that kind of helps each other grow and become who they're meant to be. I can definitely see that, and yeah, so I say I ship it. Leaf Pool from Warriors, the second arc. She's my favorite character from the second arc. I love her. She better get someone good. Maya from Effigy's trilogy. I don't know. I mean, it's not something I would hate. Leaf Pool is a sweetheart. She's a cinnamon roll. She's so kind and loyal. And Maya, she's sweet too. She can be nice. I said that really bad. It makes her sound awful. No, she's nice. She's nice. She's not a cinnamon roll. I don't see her as a cinnamon roll, at least. But she's someone who will do anything for the people she cares about. If she cares about you, she will sacrifice herself for you. At the end, spoiler, she sacrifices herself for the world at one point. So, and I think that's someone Leaf Pool needs. Leaf Pool needs someone who's willing to do that. And that's definitely Maya. And I don't know, I can kind of see it. It's not something that I would hate. And Leaf Pool deserves that. You know, she's been through a lot. So has Maya. And she needs someone as sweet as Leaf Pool, someone who she can come home to, and just Leaf Pool can just completely comfort and make her realize that everything's gonna be okay, even if she doesn't fully believe it herself. Yeah, I can kind of see it. I say ship it. Because why not? Cerise from Ever After High. Nanook from Secrets. Okay, there's an age difference. Nanook's a bit older. Cerise is still in high school. But ignore the age difference. Let's talk about the personality. I don't see it. Cerise is like tough and strong and she's hot-headed and has a bit of a temper sometimes. Aggressive is the right word to use for her. And Nanook, she's more calm, collected, and I don't really see it. You know, I can see Nanook maybe being a mother figure for Cerise. That's what she was for Khalik. But that's all I see. I don't see a relationship, so rip it. I dropped it. Udrak from Seekers. Yay, he better get someone good. Because Udrak's everything. I can't open this. Benny from Wrath and Ruin. So I only read the series once, and there's a lot I don't remember. But I do remember a little bit. And Benny is a normal kid who's grown up in a post-apocalyptic world, and he's forced to get a job. Everyone has to get a job at 15, or they lose their food supply or something like that. So he ends up. His older brother is a zombie hunter, and so he decides to train under him. And it turned out to be nothing like he expected. And I don't know, Benny and Udrak. Udrak can kind of help Benny see the ways of the world. You know, Udrak's smart, and he's very, what's the right word for him? He can figure things out really easily. Whenever they're on this journey, he's the one that points out all the signs to tell them which way they need to go next. And he's the one that whenever one of them gets hurt, knows how to make herbs and with the right kind of plants, and tell which ones are the bad kind of plants to be able to heal them faster. And he's a shapeshifter, so he can shapeshift to other things to get them in and out of situations. So he's very gifted. And Benny, I don't know if I ship it, honestly. I can see them being friends. I think they would make good friends. I think they could help each other. But I don't see them as a couple, so I'm gonna say rip it. But I do see them as friends. Annabeth from Percy Jackson. Lila from Ron Ruin. Who's Lila again? Isn't she that one warrior girl? Yeah, I think that was her. I forgot what they called her, but there's these like cards that shows a bunch of like famous people, I guess you can say, famous in the apocalyptic world, and she's one of them. I forgot what her other name was, but she was like a legend or something that they end up meeting, if I remember correctly. And who's like Annabeth? They're both warrior types, you know, strong, agile, smart. I can kind of see it, you know, but at the same time, they both could be hot-headed, and I can see them fighting a lot. I don't know. I don't think I ship it. I'm gonna say rip it on the couple thing, but I think they would make great teammates, and I think whoever tries to stand in their way, whoever tries to go up against them in a battle, are idiots, because the two of them together could blow away any person. I don't care who you are. Yakon from Seekers, and Katniss from Hunger Games. I don't see it. Katniss is strong, you know, fierce. So is Khalik, who Yakon ends up with. Khalik also has more of a kinder heart. I mean, Katniss is a good person. She has a kind heart. She just doesn't show it as often because of the world they live in. I'm gonna say rip it just because I can't see Yakon with anyone that isn't Khalik. Cedar from Ever After High, and Katie from Hocus Pocus. I can kind of see it. Hocus Pocus in the all-new sequel. I can kind of see it. Cedar's kind of insecure. She's Pinocchio's daughter. She doesn't think she's good enough because she's not a real girl. She's made out of wood. And Katie's kind of the typical mean girl. And I think if they got together, Cedar has such a kind heart, she could kind of change Katie's ways, and Katie could kind of give Cedar some confidence that she needs. And yeah, I can definitely see it. I ship it. Yeah. Grover from Percy Jackson. Oka from Secret. Ignoring the age difference. I'm gonna say Rip It just because Oka, she abandoned Toklo, and I know she felt all grief from that, and she was sad. And yes, at some point you can kind of understand why she would want to, because she lost her first litter of cubs because they died, and then Toby, Toklo's brother, ends up dying, and she didn't want to watch Toklo die too, even though he ended up surviving because he lost stronger than his other siblings apparently. I still can't forgive her for abandoning Toklo like that. He was just a cub, and she could have at least tried to make him survive or something. I don't know. And besides, it's kind of obvious that he's stronger, that he might actually survive. And then Grover, he's nice, he's a good person. He helps Percy a lot, and I think he deserves better than someone like Oka. Rochelle from Monster High. Phoenix from Ron Ruin. Nyx. That's Phoenix Nyx, that's right. I remember her more as Nyx, because that was her nickname. Rochelle is a gargoyle, and gargoyles can be very literal, and they are very big on safety and are very smart. And Rochelle has shown these traits several times throughout the series. And then Nyx is someone who was really sweet, kind of innocent, until her mother died, and then she still had that kindness in her deep down. She just kind of hid it under a lot of these walls she built, and she became more of a warrior, more of a fighter than she thought she ever would become. And I don't know, I can kind of see it. You know, I think they could be cute together. You know, Rochelle can give Nyx the love and support she needs, and Nyx could kind of bring Rochelle down, I guess. Rochelle's kind of shy, and Nyx can kind of help her with that, because Nyx used to be shy when she was before, you know, everything happened. And I can kind of see it. Yeah, I'm gonna say you ship it. Firestar from Secret. Wait, did I say Secrets? I wrote the wrong book. What the actual heck? Firestar is from Warriors. What was I thinking when I wrote this down? Nicholas Flamel from the Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. I'm gonna say no. Nicholas Flamel is an alchemist, and if you've seen or read Harry Potter, they mention him. So you guys should check out The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. It's a Harry Potter spin-off. Not many people actually realize that it exists, that there is a Harry Potter spin-off. A lot of people say, oh, we need a Harry Potter spin-off, this and that, but technically we already have one. You just don't know about it. So go check it out if you want to learn more about Nicholas Flamel and his life. But yeah, I don't see him with Firestar. I don't. And I can't really explain why. It's not like their personalities clash that much. I don't see it. I just can't picture it. So I'm gonna have to say rip it. Just no, rip it. Isabella from Hocus Pocus in the all-new sequel. Khalik from Secrets. I can kind of see it. Isabella's really sweet, you know. She's more on the popular side. I don't see Khalik being on the popular side though, and I can kind of see Khalik like Poppy, honestly, because Isabella ends up with Poppy, who is Max and Allison's daughter, and Isabella's really popular, and then but she starts hanging out with Poppy and Poppy's best friend Travis, and Poppy doesn't know why. Cause she has a crush on Isabella. She doesn't know why Isabella would be hanging out with them all of a sudden, because she's not really on the in crowd. Like everyone loves Isabella. She's kind, she's sweet, she's popular, she's beautiful. Everyone loves her, and Poppy just doesn't understand why Isabella would want to be around her until at the end when Isabella confesses she has feelings for her. And then Khalik is she's fierce and strong, but she's also kind and loyal, and she's good. And but with everything that happened to Khalik, everything she's been through, I can kind of see her also being insecure and shy. I can definitely see her being on the outside of the crowd rather than inside. I can kind of see Isabella wanting to hang out with Khalik and her friends for a while, and having no idea why, and then find out it's because Isabella has feelings for Khalik. I can actually picture that. And if anyone wants to make fan fictions about any of these couples, I approve, and I would love to read them, because I'm gonna need some fan fictions, because some of these are actually pretty good ideas that I can actually really see happening. Lusa from Seekers. Rexy from Storymakers. Okay, Lusa is kind, and she's sweet, and she's good, and she's pure, and no. Rexy is mean, and she's sarcastic. I mean, sarcastic's fine. I like sarcastic, but she takes it to a whole new level because she's just rude with her sarcasm, and she's mean and selfish, and I have Rexy issues, and I just think Lusa deserves so much better than Rexy. So rip. 4 from Divergent, and Aiden from Effigy's Trilogy. Honestly, they could be similar. They're both the warrior types. Both end up having to fight the system that they live in, because they're working for people that are kind of mean and are trying to destroy everything that they've worked so hard to build, and they just don't know it at the beginning until the end that they have to fight against it. And I don't see them as a couple, but I can see them as friends who work together to defeat their enemies, and I can see them being a force to be reckoned with. I can definitely see that. So I'm going with that. So rip it. Aisha from Seekers. Blue Star from Warriors. I can kind of see it. You know, Blue Star was the warrior of Thunder Clan, and Aisha was Lusa's mom, and she's sweet, she's giving, she's, well, motherly, I guess you could say. And Blue Star's kind of motherly, since, you know, she is kind of like a mother to the entire clan, I guess you can say. And I don't know, I might not have many reasons for it, but I don't know, I can kind of see it. I ship it. Diablo from Hearts of the Moors. Diablo is Maleficent's bird, but on Maleficent, and he can also be human, which he wasn't in the original. Belle from the Effigy's Trilogy. I actually kind of like Diablo. I don't like Belle from the Effigy's Trilogy. She's mean, she's cold, she's heartless, she tried to kill Maya, even though at some point I can kind of see her anger, but trying to kill Maya was not the solution. And the fact that she goes straight to trying to kill Maya, no, I don't like her. She was mean to Maya the moment that they met, even though she didn't really have a reason, so not a good reason at least, so rip it. Greystripe from Warriors. I like Greystripe. I was sad when he left. It's better than him dying. Crow Feather from Warriors. Since they're from the same universe, Crow Feather's from the second arc, Greystripe's from the first arc, so there's an age difference. So no. But there wasn't an age difference. Still no. Crowfeather I can only see with Leafpool because they belong together. And he was also from a different clan. What's with Greystripe and cats from other clans? I mean, he fell in love with Silverstream and now Greystripe. Like, no. Or not Greystripe, like, and now Crowfeather apparently. And Crowfeather apparently likes cats from other clans too because he fell in love with Leafpool. What is it with these two and wanting forbidden relationships? So rip. Sophie from the Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. Mikey from Skinjacker Trilogy. Mikey's dead. That's not really a spoiler because it's about a book about people who are dead because they're all ghosts technically who are stuck in Everlost because they can't move on yet. Who was the other person again? I forgot. Oh yeah, Sophie from Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. So I don't think that would work because Mikey's dead and he's been dead for a long time. And Sophie's a teenager. But even without that little factor, I still don't ship it. Like I rip it. Like I can't really express why. I don't see it. You know, I mean, I can only see Mikey with Allie, and that's not because I ship it a lot, even though I do. It's also because Sophie's more on the sweeter side, and I just see, and Allie, I mean, she has a good heart, but I wouldn't really call her all sweet and stuff, not like Nick. Allie is more fierce and hard-headed and determined, and there's a lot of words for Allie. I love Allie, but let's face it, she can be a bit of a bad word inserted here. And that's someone Mikey needs, someone that can just kind of slap him when he's being a jerk, because I love Mikey too, but he can be a jerk. So, yeah, that's kind of who he needs. I just don't think Sophie, no, I just don't see it, you know. And I don't see Sophie being able to change him like Allie did. Allie made him a better person. And I think Allie was the only one that could, because Allie was mean to him and she told him how she thought. And I guess it's like the whole Beauty and the Beast thing. You know, Beast fell in love with Belle because Belle wasn't afraid of him. She wasn't afraid to tell him exactly what she thought of him. And how she felt about him and how angry she was, and she wasn't afraid to express her feelings. And I guess that's the same thing with Allie and Mikey. She wasn't afraid to express her feelings, to stand up to him, to tell him how big of a douchebag he was, and that's what made him fall in love with her. And I don't think Sophie could do that, so just no, rip it. Allie from Skinjacker Trilogy. Well, I just told you a little bit about her, so let's see what she gets. Tiger Claw from Warriors. No, Tiger Claw's the villain of the first arc, and he's mean and he's hateful. And yeah, Mikey kind of was at the beginning too, but the difference between that is I don't see Tiger Claw changing for anyone, not even Allie if they were in that love story that she was in with Mikey. And Allie deserves better than him, so I'm ripping it. Josh from Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. Travis from Hocus Pocus and the all-new sequel. I don't know. I mean, they both kind of are. No, I don't think Josh really is. I mean, Travis is really kind of go with the flow kind of type, easygoing. I kind of picture him as a comic relief kind of person. You know, Poppy's best friend, extremely loyal, she's always on her side. You know, always helping her out. And Josh can be jealous a lot. He always felt second best, I guess. He gets jealous of his twin sister a lot throughout the series, for certain reasons, and I don't know. I can see it. I guess I can kind of see it. I can see it be something that, like, if it were to happen, then I can kind of see it. I can't explain this very well, can I? I can kind of see it where basically if it ever was to happen, if they were in the same book series or something, I can see it being a couple that I wouldn't hate, but also wouldn't really be a couple that I would be all excited to, read about. So I can kind of see it being a meh couple, not a couple I love, not a couple I hate kind of situation. Poppy from Hocus Pocus and the all-new sequel. Ashlyn from Ever After High. I guess I can kind of see it. Ashlyn's a lot like Isabella. She's sweet, she's kind, she's popular, she's beautiful, she's someone that everyone loves, a lot like Isabella. And so I can see Poppy kind of liking her, and I can see her kind of liking Poppy because she liked Hunter, and Hunter is probably more like Poppy. He is not on the popular crowd, he's stronger, he's I don't think I'll really call Poppy fierce. She's more on the shy side. But I don't know, I can kind of see it. Yeah, I ship it. I ship it. Dorothea from Storymakers. Tris from Divergent. I don't see it. I can see Tris getting very annoyed with Dorothea very soon. And I can see Dorothea not liking Tris for reasons, because I don't see them getting along at all, honestly. So I'm gonna say rip it. Squirrel Flight from Warriors. Sandstorm from Warriors. Ew, no! 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 No. Squirrel Flight is Sandstorm's daughter. Like, Sandstorm was in the first arc, and Squirrel Flight was in the second arc, and Squirrel Flight is Sandstorm and Firestar's daughter. Same with Leaf Pool. And just no, no, thank you. No, I'm good on that one. Rip it. Hard pass. Ew. This is like the last Ship It or Rip It video I did on my other channel. I got Dean and Sam on the same one from Supernatural, and I got so disgusted. I was like, no way. Heck no. What's wrong with you people? This is why you don't play games like this. Okay. Vashti from Bewitched Nas. Tom from Ron Ruin. He is Benny's older brother, the one I mentioned. I can kind of see it. I can see Vashti kind of having a crush on him, and him being kind of protective over her. And then, after a while, he starts realizing that the reason why he is so protective of her is more than just friendship. It's because he has feelings for her, and considering Vashti had feelings for Ned for so long, I think this would be good, someone who could actually care about her and would actually protect her and stuff. I can see it. I ship it. I do. I ship it a lot, actually. That would be that would be so cool and neat. I think that's what Vashti needs, and Tom and everything he has to sacrifice for his brother and for the world. I think he needs someone like Vashti where he can just kind of take a load off and relax with her and be himself for a change. And I ship that. I ship it a lot now, actually. Bellatrix from Harry Potter. This should be interesting. Victoria from Effigy's trilogy? No. I'm pretty sure I put Bellatrix. I made this a while ago. I'm pretty sure I put Bellatrix in here just to rip it because, I don't think I could picture her with anyone. I don't hate her or anything, but I love her. She's my favorite villain in Harry Potter. But still, it doesn't mean I can picture her with anyone. And Victoria, I've mentioned several times on my channel, she's such a sweetheart. She's one of the ultimate cinnamon rolls. And she's too kind for Bellatrix. And no, just rip it. No. Jenny from Harry Potter. I'm done with this game. I'm quitting. You bye. Oh my gosh, I got Ron from Harry Potter. You no. Oh my gosh, why do I keep getting answers? Why do I keep getting ones like this? Oh my gosh, this is why you don't play games like this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I'm done with this game. Okay. Saul from Effigy's trilogy. Why Donut from Monster High. No, Saul's a villain. He's mean, and I don't see. And I mean, yeah, but I don't see him being a bad boyfriend. I mean, he did do everything he was doing was so he could see his true love again, who was the first fire effigy. So he has to get through Maya to get to her. If you read the series, you understand. And I explained it before in a couple of my effigy videos. I did the effigy reviews I did. Wydona's not a villain, and she would never like a villain. And I'm gonna rip it. Luke from Percy Jackson. Peeta from the Hunger Games. Rip it. Peeta is a sweetheart, and Luke is not, so I don't think I really need to elaborate on that. Brambleclaw from Warriors. Nick from Skinjacker Trilogy. I can kind of see it. Nick is such a sweetheart. Brambleclaw is a warrior, and Nick is a warrior too. He's a sweetheart, so he's a cinnamon roll, but he also has the warrior inside of him, especially after he goes this whole war that he went through. And I don't know, I can see them working really well together, and then they could kind of just sit by, and then after their work is done, they could just sit by a nice cozy fire and relax, and let's ignore the fact that Brambleclaw is a cat and Nick is a ghost. But I don't know, if they were like both alive and both human, I don't know, I can kind of see it. I think it'd be sweet. I think they'd be a good couple, you know, because Nick deserves someone other than Mary Seacon Hightower, because she's a lot of things. I hate her, and Nick loves her, and Nick deserves so much better than her, and I just think Brambleclaw would be so much better for him than Mary Hightower. Aside from Monster High, you better get someone good. He's a sweetheart. Silverstream from Warriors. I can kind of see it. She would give him the attention he deserves. She would make him feel important, and she maybe get him out of his shyness a little bit and get him more confident. Cause she's such a sweetheart too, and I can kind of see it. Yeah, I actually really ship that because I think they'd be good for each other. You know, they could both help each other out and become better and out of their comfort zones, and yeah, I ship it. Elizabeth from Hocus Pocus and the All New Sequel. Brink from Bewitched Oz. I mean, Elizabeth's nice, you know, just forget the fact that she's been dead for 300 years, but 325 years actually. And Brink is such a sweetheart. But I don't ship it, rip it. Toby from Seekers. Kato from Soaring. No, rip it. I don't think I even really have a reason, I just can't picture it. Toby is shy and sweet and weak. Very weak. That's why he ended up dying. He wasn't strong enough to live in the wild, apparently. And Kato, he is more strong and fierce, and I think he would get annoyed with Toby, honestly. So yeah, no. Carlos from Isle of the Lost. Mary from Skinjacker Trilogy. I put her in there just so I could rip it. Ooh, is this? Okay, here's the picture with this with Mary, and I'm ripping it because I hate her so much. And Carlos, I love Carlos, and he deserves so much better than that little he deserves so much better, so no. No. I have, how many? I'm almost done. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, do I only have 5 more? There should be an even number. Did I drop one? Because I know there was an even number. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I dropped one. From where it was. Well, if I did drop one, it's gone now because I can't find it. So when I get to the last one, I'm just gonna grab one that's in the pile I already used. So, Takik from Seekers. Miss Flapper from Monster High. No, I don't really have a reason. I mean, Takik became, after everything that he went through, he kind of became a follower, and he did follow a bad crowd for a while, twice actually, same crowd. But Kalik ends up getting him out of it both times, and he ends up helping them in the end both times. And then Miss Flapper is a villain who deceived everyone and pretended to be all sweet and innocent, and she wasn't. She was a mastermind. And I guess I can kind of see Takik following her just so he wasn't alone. But then I can see Kalik pulling him out of it and him end up helping defeat her. But as anything other than that, no, so rip it. Raven from Ever After High. Umbridge from Harry Potter. I put her in here too just so I could say rip it. So rip it. Because Raven deserves better than her. Everyone deserves better than her. Her and Mary Hightower should be together just because they're both awful characters, the worst book characters to ever live, and they should go off and be together and miserable because, yeah, why not? Ben from Isle of Lost. Who is he gonna get? Let's see. He better get someone good. He's such a sweetheart. Aurora from Heart of the Moors. This is funny because this was the first character I chose. So, she's sweet, but I don't see Ben with a typical Auradon princess, because I can see Aurora being a typical Auradon princess, and I think that's one reason why he fell in love with Mal, because she was different, unlike anyone he's ever seen before, and she said what was on her mind, and she had an edge, and that's the only kind of person I can see Ben with, honestly. Even if I got someone that wasn't Mel, I don't see him with someone that doesn't have that edge. Because Aurora, she's sweeter than Audrey, but she still is an Auradon princess like Audrey, and I don't see them together. I just don't. So yeah, rip it. I'm gonna stupid. No, rip it. So yeah, that's all for this video. This was fun. And I'll definitely play this game again with different book characters. So yeah, there's other games I want to try. There's a Shipping Wars one where I'm going to write down a bunch of couples and then put the couples up against each other, and that sounds like fun. And I also want to do one with friendships because I'm a sucker for a good friendship. And one with maybe characters, put the characters up against each other. Which character do I like more? I haven't decided, we'll see. And maybe siblings too. I don't think I'm gonna do that one because I don't really know many siblings. I mean, there's Kalik and Takik from the Seekers. There's Toklo and Toby from Seekers. There's Leafpool and Squirrelfly from Warriors. There's Fred and George from Harry Potter. Those are really the only siblings I can even think of. So yeah. Please like and subscribe and comment if you liked any of these couples on here, if you ship them or rip them, and we'll chat below. And you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads at Secret Books, just like on here, and I will talk to you guys later.